This is Tar Heel Talk, an in-depth look at the issues and people making news in North Carolina. Here's your host, Sonia Williams.
From ending violence against women to helping women finance a college education and many efforts in between, Soroptimist International is a nonprofit organization working to make the lives of women and girls better. And joining me now to tell us more about this organization is Gay Mays, president of Soroptimist International of Raleigh. Gay, welcome to Tar Heel Talk.
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you for having us.
Now, Soroptimist is an interesting name. What does it mean?
Yes, it actually means the best for women.
Okay.
And Soroptimist International was actually founded in 1921 by professional women who wanted to do volunteer service but were not allowed to join the male organizations. So they started their own. And today Soroptimist has 80,000 members in 123 countries.
Wow. And Soroptimist International of Raleigh has been serving the Triangle community for more than 2 decades.
Yes, since 1987. The Raleigh Club was founded in 1987 by women that were currently working then at IBM that started the organization.
And who exactly do you serve? Talking specifically for the Triangle community, who are you serving with the organization?
Well, as you mentioned already, our mission and goal is to improve the lives of women and girls by offering programs that can help their social and economic status. And so we serve a tremendous group of women and girls within the Triangle area.
And you have a number of programs that you offer to help women and girls.
Yes, we do. One of the things that's sort of a startling statistic is that since 1921, even though women have made great strides with their progress, but they're still the most negatively affected by social issues such as domestic violence, trafficking, human trafficking, yes, and lack of access to education. So out of the 1.3 billion people in the world that live on less than $1 a day, 70% of those are women. So our goal is to try to improve that statistics. And so some of the programs that we offer, our signature program is called Live Your Dream Education and Training Awards. So on an annual basis, we will provide financial awards to women who are the primary support of their families, who are going back to school to continue their education or some type of skills training. We have a follow-up program to that where we stay in touch with those individuals and provide whatever ongoing assistance they might need, whether it's help with their career mentoring or it's something as simple as childcare. We try to be there to help them continue to try to succeed and improve their lives.
Because studies show that when you support the mom, oftentimes the entire family will flourish.
Yes, absolutely. The entire family benefits if the mother is able to basically, as we say, live their dreams and achieve their goals and be able to get access to education and just help support their family and look after their family. We also have a program for teen girls. It doesn't hurt to start as early as possible with helping girls.
Absolutely.
And so it's called Dream It Be It, Career Support for Girls. And we target secondary school girls who may be having challenges in order to be able to be successful in life. And so we offer professional mentors, we offer training and support to help them find their goals, define their goals, and ultimately be able to achieve their goals.
Absolutely. When it comes to women and girls today, what are some of the greatest challenges you think are facing, or obstacles facing women and girls in living their dreams and even being able to even take steps toward their dreams?
Well, I think, again, the greater percentage of women are impacted by these social issues, whether it be domestic violence, lack of access to education, or being trafficked. Those are the social issues that they face, and we try to partner. We partner with a lot of community partners to bring awareness to these issues, the human trafficking and the domestic violence, and we partner with people like Interact, Haven House Services, Dress for Success, all those types of things, because lots of times they just don't have access to the mentors and the professional leadership that can help them.
Let's talk a minute about the makeup of Soroptimist International. This is groups of women from all over
Yes.
the world,
Yes.
From all walks of life. Talk a little bit about the membership.
Yeah, the membership again is in 132 countries, and some of the projects that are worked on internationally, there are projects in Nepal. As you know, there was an earthquake there, and women there have very little access to education. So the national group there works towards building schools and training teachers. We have Soroptimist clubs in the South Pacific, and one of the major projects there was helping with birthing issues to try to reduce the mortality rate both of the mother and the baby. And then as well in Japan, we have programs that help with literacy. So it truly is an international organization.
With lots of different programs too
Yes.
to help women
Yes.
all over the world.
Yes.
We're going to take a break and we're going to talk more with you a little bit later in the
Okay.
show.
All right, thank you.
Up next, how Soroptimist International is helping girls around the world live their dreams. Tar Heel Talk will continue after these messages. Today's show focuses on Soroptimist International of Raleigh, an organization working to improve the lives of women and girls around the world. And joining me now to tell us more about these efforts, both globally and locally, is Amy Nuttall, Vice President of Soroptimist International of Raleigh, and Cheryl Sova, who is also a member of the organization. Before the break, we talked a little bit about some of the programs that are offered through Soroptimist International. I know that you have the signature program for women living their dreams. Cheryl, talk a little bit about the DREAM programs.
Yes, so the DREAMS programs is a wrapper that we put on a lot of our service programs that our club does together. Our signature service project is called the Live Your Dream Award. And this is exciting because it provides financial assistance to women who will want to develop their skills, maybe get some additional education so that they can achieve their dream of continuing a different career, changing careers, something along those lines. The woman who receives this award is primarily the head of household. She's the primary financial support for her family. And when she receives the award, she would use this to further her education and help with her career goal.
And do the DREAM Awards or the DREAM programs, do they support younger girls as well in some
Yes.
capacity?
We have a different award called the Violet Richardson Award. This is given to a teenage volunteer who's between the ages of 14 and 17 who volunteers in the community. She generally is a leader in her volunteer efforts, and she would receive that award. The Live Your Dream Award is an older woman who would be changing careers or re-entering the workforce. We've been providing the Live Your Dream Award since 1998, where at that time we gave one award to one woman. It was $500. And we're proud to say that we've now increased it to 3 women who receive a total of $5,000.
Oh, wonderful.
And our club's goal is to continually increase the award and the number of women who receive this. So we're really excited about that.
Definitely making an impact on families, one family at a time.
Definitely. And Gay had touched on earlier, we now offer a relatively new project called Live Your Dream Plus, which is our follow-up program to Live Your Dream, where we keep in touch with the previous awardees. And we provided gift cards around the holidays, career support, and even some networking contacts just to help them get back into the workforce. So it's been a really rewarding program for all of us.
A great way to support
Exactly.
women, not just one time, but really long term.
Exactly.
Now, you also work a lot with ending violence
Yes.
against women and girls, and that's an important issue. Amy, talk a little bit about those programs and the efforts to end violence.
Certainly. Well, we work a partner with PATH, which is Partners Against Trafficking Humans. And that is a program, a very strong organization that we do things with, such as March to Stop Human Trafficking. We've worked with them. We also, I'm going to let Cheryl explain a little bit more about some of the things we do with them directly. But we support these partnerships with either financial aid or service hours and getting out there to help them get the word out. So I'll let Cheryl explain a little bit more about our bookmarks, our orange cards.
Okay, absolutely.
So obviously human trafficking and domestic violence, these are huge issues, and there's not a whole lot that we can do, but we try to do our small part. So like Amy mentioned, we partner with our community partners such as PATH-NC, Interact, and try to work with them to do our small part to raise awareness towards these issues. So the three areas that Soroptimist International Raleigh focuses on are teen violence, domestic violence in the workforce, and the human trafficking. We do this by we have awareness cards that we work with the Women's Club of Raleigh to produce. Basically have some facts and some things that people might not be aware of. And we distribute those through PATH and through law enforcement and some of our other community partners. Teen dating violence is interesting because a lot of these teenage girls are victims of teen dating violence and probably don't even know that they're victims of it. So we produced a pretty neat piece, I think. It's a bookmark that has a list of questions and just some things that maybe girls weren't aware of, basically to get them thinking that, you know, maybe this relationship isn't right and this isn't how it's supposed to be. Because some of these girls just don't have the role models and don't know what a healthy relationship is supposed to be. And then we produce some white paper and some educational pieces basically to address the workplace violence, which again, a lot of people probably are not aware of. So again, it's a very large scale problem, but we do our very best to do our small part and try to raise awareness here locally. And I feel like if everybody can do just a small part, that hopefully we can raise some more awareness and hopefully eventually put an end to it.
And just having those, the bookmarks and the paper, that information on hand for people, I think is tremendous, because as you mentioned, a lot of people don't even recognize the signs of whether it's teen dating violence, workplace violence, and I'm not even sure I understand what workplace violence is. So, you know, just kind of bringing that awareness about, I think, is extremely important, and a great first step in trying to end violence against women and girls.
Exactly, and raise the awareness, you're right.
So Amy, when you think about the efforts that are underway with Soroptimist International, both from a support standpoint and also from an education standpoint, with the pamphlets and the bookmarks, what are your thoughts on your efforts and the impact that you're making in the community?
Well, Sonia, we, of course, are an international organization. So globally, since we've been formed, we've given over $30 million to women through the Live Your Dream program. So that goes to women who are battling with either domestic violence or substance abuse or poverty, as Gay and you discussed earlier. So that's $30 million that's been contributed directly to women. Just last year, it was $1.7 million that we distributed to women to help further their education. And that might be used for childcare, it might be used to pay their schooling. There was a recipient last year that was in her final semester of her nursing training. And she told us that money we gave her allowed her to finish that education. Excellent. And she was a young woman who'd had some struggles in life. And she was really able to take that money and achieve something with it. Also, we feel that empowering young women is very important as well. So a new program that's near and dear to my heart is the Dream It, Be It program. And Gay had mentioned that a little bit earlier about meeting with secondary age girls, and giving them the tools to make themselves successful. And this year we're going to be doing our inaugural session. It's going to be with the Queen's Foundation, which is also a group that we partner with. We're very much in line with promoting young girls, young women. So we're going to be running 7 modules this summer with the Queen's Foundation. And those modules include things many of us know about, goal setting. You know, many of us have heard about that, but these young girls have not necessarily. We'll be talking with them about mentoring. We will talk with them about obstacles, because we don't always achieve our goals, or we're not always successful along the way. And then how do you rebound? How do you regroup? How do you get back on track? So it's a very exciting time for us, and we're very thrilled. Other chapters have done the Dream It, Be It, and have done that very successfully, so we're hoping to be the next one. And we hope it will continue for a long time.
Sounds like it will be an exciting time, an empowering time for our girls, and people can find out more information about that by going to your website, SoroptimistRaleigh.org, or calling 919-386-9910. Amy, Cheryl, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us. Amy, we'll talk more with you in just a minute. We'll be back with more Tar Heel Talk after these messages. Soroptimist International is an organization designed to improve the lives of women and girls around the world. And this year, Soroptimist International of Raleigh is holding its 10th annual Triangle Women of Distinction Awards on Tuesday, April 19th at 6 p.m. at the Glenwood Club in Raleigh. And tickets are $55. It can be purchased on Eventbrite at SI Raleigh 2016 awards.eventbrite.com. I got that out. Joining me now to tell us more about this year's event is Gay Mays, who's the president, and Amy Nuttall, vice president. They're both with Soroptimist International of Raleigh. This is going to be a big event. This is the 10th year for the Triangle Women of Distinction Awards. Talk a little bit about what we can expect from this year's event.
We are so excited because we are at the Glenwood Club, so you know there will be fantastic food. Irregardless, Glenwood Club will be catering. Wonderful. And every year is bigger and better. What we've got happening this year is our silent auction, which we do routinely. Great items, and you know it's going for a good cause, so it's easy to come and spend some money. We also have a raffle item, and that's usually a beautiful piece of jewelry from a well-known jewelry store here in the Triangle. And then we also are having a wine grab, so that you can come and you donate, you take a cork with a number, and then you get to grab a wine, sight unseen, and our values sometimes are up to $80 a bottle. So for a $25 contribution, you're going to go home with at least a bottle of wine that's valued at that, but you might get the $80 or whatever the amount is. Now also at this event, we've touched on some of the awards and the Live Your Dreams information, but we give the Violet Richardson Award, and that's, as Cheryl described, for 14 to 17-year-olds who have really been exemplary in their volunteerism. And what's nice is we not only give the honoree money, but we give her charity money as well, so that the charity benefits, and in honor of the awardee, we give that organization money. Last year we gave over $133,000 to 300 organizations internationally. We also have the Ruby Award, and the Ruby Award is Women Helping Women, and that is an award given to someone in the community who has really shown themselves to be a mentor and to be a support of women. And this year we're very pleased to say that Jackie Craig is our winner, and she is with the Green Chair Project.
Okay.
So she is here making a difference in the lives of families, and as we know, a lot of the families that are in transition from homelessness or whatever are single women. So she's really making a difference. So we're thrilled to have her as our Ruby Award Woman to Woman.
So the Green Chair Project helps women in transition from homelessness to...
What they do is they are set up as sort of a shopping center for those who need a hand up. They have gently used furnishings, they have linens, they have pots and pans, all types of things that you would need. And I'm familiar with their help with Haven House, and I think you mentioned briefly Haven House, which is a services, and that's working toward homelessness of youth here in Wake County. So they, for example, could send a young person who's transitioning from homelessness into an apartment, send them to the Green Chair Project, and they're allowed to pick out furniture to furnish their place, so that it's not, it makes them proud and makes them feel
Absolutely.
responsible for the things that they're getting.
And that's extremely important.
Yes.
And Gay, it's important for our viewers to remember that the proceeds from this event, the Women of Distinction event, will go toward programs to help more women and families.
Yes, it actually funds the awards. The highlight of the event is when you get to meet and hear from our awardees. And our first place winner this year is a mother with 2 autistic children who is actually a survivor of domestic violence, who is currently working in furniture marketing, but is now going back to get an interior design degree at the Art Institute of Raleigh-Durham. One of our runner-ups is a single mother who's had to put her education on hold a number of times just to support her family. But now we'll be able to help her as she's going back to get a degree in pre-med nutrition.
Wonderful.
And then our third awardee was actually a victim of a brain surgery type of thing when she was a child, which impacted her cognitive ability, but she's persevered to overcome that, and we will be assisting her as she's going back to get a degree in early childhood education. So that's the highlight. We feature them, they talk about their stories and the obstacles they've had to overcome. Generally, there's not a dry eye in the house once they tell their story.
Absolutely.
So that's really the highlight of the awards event.
And give us the details of the event and how people can purchase tickets.
Well, it's April 19th. I'm the chairperson or coordinator of that, but we have so many wonderful members that everybody just chips in and we get it done. But April 19th is the event. We begin at 6 and end at 9. I would love for people to go to our website, which is soroptimustraleigh.org, and you can see all the information about the wonderful things we do, as well as there's a link to buy tickets there. So tell your friends, forward the information. It's a great evening. It's a great way to feel your money is well spent. And we're all volunteers, and we all work as hard as we can to make a difference.
And speaking of volunteers and how you're all volunteers making a difference, you've brought along a video maybe to kind of recruit more volunteers to help you out with this
Absolutely.
organization.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look. Definitely an organization making an impact around the world. People can find out more information about Soroptimist International of Raleigh or about your upcoming awards event by going to your website, soroptimistraleigh.org. You can certainly find out more information about the Triangle Women of Distinction Awards and all the wonderful things that you do. Amy Nettle, Gay Mays, thank you so much for being here and for sharing your work with us today.
Great. Thank you for having us.
All right. That's it for this week's Tar Heel Talk. To comment on this or other episodes of the show, send us a message on our Facebook page or an email to tarheeltalk@fox50.com. I'm Sonia Williams. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your week.